Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in the world. It's the 25th of July, 8 a.m. New York time, Tuesday morning. Quick look at the news. We have the S&P CS HPI Composite at 9 a.m. in New York, which could give us some movement. And then we have CB Consumer Confidence at 10 a.m., which is our high impact news event for this morning. So still a couple of hours off there. I'm going to quickly go through a few pairs here. I've extended the basket today for flow scalping to include Bitcoin, Ethereum, AUD, Euro, USD. So that's exciting. A nice basket. It's like 12, 13 pairs there, which will all give you plenty of opportunity throughout the Asia Pacific session and also during New York. So everybody can trade. If you're in Australia or whatnot and you want to trade earlier, then there's plenty of opportunity there for you, which we'll go over. US 30, our original pair has just been breaking out to the upside. It's lovely to see it for the first time in over a year. We've been watching this, we've been trading it, and we have broken up. I'm not trying to fade that at all. I'm just going to ride with it as it keeps going. It's putting in new highs every day at the moment. That's the daily there. Let's have a look at gold. Okay, pulled back. It isn't shooting to the upside as quickly as I presumed it would. I thought we were going to get this kind of action, but it's slowed down. Quite central at the moment. It's going to bounce off this ribbon. See what happens. Okay, no, it's not too bullish at the moment. It's just bouncing between 1950, 1970, 1980 at the moment. Nasdaq held at this area here yesterday, and now seems to be pushing back to the upside. We'll have a look at what that looks like on the lower time frame shortly. And oil, Brent crude, did have a big push to the upside yesterday. So free pathway up to 88 here. We have imbalance to the left. Definitely a goer for a buy oil if you look for some oil longs. And also US 30 longs and possible Nasdaq longs as well. Bitcoin I haven't really got into yet. I'm just basically touching upon it, having a look at what's going on. I don't really understand the price action yet. The way it seems to move, it has big moves maybe once a week, and I'm not across that news properly yet. AUD holding here, seems to be bullish. Pound, is it holding at 28, 1.28? We'll see. And then pound AUD, seems to be bearish at the moment on the short term, on the daily, and also selling off as well up here after a long bull run to the upside. So that's the dailies. We'll go down here and look at the 5-minute time frame of flow scalping. You see we're just looking at gold at the moment. This big spike back up. It still is in a precarious region at the moment. We have pushed beneath the long-term trend indicator, the long-term ribbon. So we're beneath this. We're in a downtrend, pushing back at the moment on the 5-minute. Okay. And we have collapsed beneath this long-term trend indicator. So interesting to see what's going on here. It still could be a big pullback and we could get a kick up to the upside, but we could also have another sell-off and then continue in a downward pace for a little bit. I dare say it might keep selling off to 1940. So we'll see what happens there. US 30 yesterday, beautiful trade. We did decide at the last minute after the Nasdaq trade, we got on that. I was already on one, but I was like, that did look good. Especially after this push here. So it did end up grinding for the rest of the session, big movement, nearly the same size as the previous 2 days beforehand. And US 30 is just going to the upside. So it's nice to actually be able to trade this with our strategy. We're putting in new highs every day at the moment. And, I did see that action coming in when we were trading live yesterday and looking at a probable buy there. So could have held so easily to the upside with our parabolic SAR and also our ribbon, our price ribbon. So really nice US 30 trade last night. NAS, our trade did not end up trending, and that's fine. We got out with a small profit of like $100. But what happened was, we pushed down here. We're sitting here at about 2K profit, which is a nice profit, but I would have loved to just for it to come back up here and then continue its push to the downside. That did not happen. And we got out break even. So that's it. No FOMO there. It is what it is. What it looks like for today is it seems to be coming back up through this region here. High, low here. So see what happens. I dare say we probably get a push at the index open. So see what happens around CB consumer confidence there. Oil yesterday, nice push after the index open. Beautiful trade. You can see here if you got in with this buy, right? Pretty indicative of a buy coming up as we got into the open. Very, very bullish. And then we ended up shooting to the upside up to $83 on Brent crude. And we could have just trailed there with the parabolic SAR right to the top and got in a nice, beautiful trade there on oil. That's really what I was looking at, for the past 2 days. I've added euros for those that are trading in the London session. Euro USD has some beautiful trades during the London Open, or the European Open. Look at this. Boom. Beautiful little trades, depending on the session, sometimes in New York and sometimes in the US session in Australia. AUD has beautiful trend trades during the Australia session. See here, look at that. Something to trade, if you're in Australia or London, right up there. Beautiful trending moves during the Aussie session, as well as during the US session and London session, depending on what's going on. So nice trends on AUD to be had. But yeah, for today, I would be, I'm not going to be trading the session, but I would be focusing on, having a look at NAS 100. I don't know if US30 will push again to the upside, but yeah, I'm waiting for FOMC tomorrow and looking forward to the rest of the week, seeing what happens on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But that's today. Have a good session, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.